Hello, hello, and welcome to another beautiful Wednesday. Today we are playing, you guessed it, trap chess. Trap chess is chess, but it has hidden landmines in the board. Landmines can remove chess pieces. However, each landmine is specific to only one type of chess piece. So if you land a pawn on a pawn landmine, goodbye pawn. But if the pawn lands on a queen landmine, nothing happens. So, like usual, I'll be playing with everyone. I put the first code in the chat. So if you go to trapchess.com, you can download the app. Once you download the app, you can enter the code, hit join game, and you'll be playing right against me. I'll be playing with one landmine, randomly hidden. That's my landmine right there. It's pretty much useless because of how the game works. It's a pawn landmine, but it's on the 1 rank. So on the 1 rank, it won't really activate. And my opponent is playing with 16. The first game I lose, I will up my landmine count to 2. 2. See, if I do it that way, it looks like 1, but it's 2. See? That's like a trick in Rochambeau and rock, paper, scissors. You just show the side and people go, oh, I couldn't tell it was scissors. And you go, because it's a rock. Okay, so here we go. Let's have some fun. All right. Boom. I'll just put my knight behind my pawn. I'll double attack the d5 and the b5 squares, just because it's important to me. It's very important to me. Okay, let's see. And there's protection on the pawn there, so okay, I'll go for the center. I'll put my pawn closer to the center. Okay, I'll go ahead and put my bishop on the g2 square. That's the goal here, to protect my pawn in the middle, but also have that diagonal opened up because it looks like my opponent does want to attack the middle. I got my lava lamp going in the background. I think every streamer needs a lava lamp. I don't really, I mean, I guess I'm a streamer, but I don't really consider myself a streamer. I stream to teach. That's it. Okay, they moved their bishop. Let's block that bishop. Today's shirt is, I am a qualified silly goose today. So I'm going to be a little extra silly. Let's move this cable out, make sure it's still connected. Good. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Queen came out. Okay. I'm going to bring out my knight, but not in the way people would think. I want to have it, I think I'm going to end up putting it on like the f4 square. I think that's pretty good. No, I'm not going to put it on the f4 square. Instead, I'm going to do this. Hey, welcome. How have you been? It's good to see you, Renazmi. I'll type that in the chat so you can translate it. Okay, let's start attacking that queen. We don't like that queen there. Let's push that queen around. Instead of knight going to f4, we're putting the bishop on the f4 square. Okay. So, I'm thinking pawn to d5. Pawn on d5 will block their bishop. I also have the ability to take back. They only have 2 attackers. I have a lot of defenders. Let's do that and hope there's no landmine. 3, 2, 1. No landmine. No landmine. All right. Yeah, it's actually been a long week for me. In the same week, my air conditioning, my car, and my shower all had problems. So it made it a little difficult. So it made it difficult to stay on top of things, but I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at now. Okay. Well then. I don't like that pawn there. The pawn on the e5 square. It's causing some problems for me. All right, well, I guess I'll just retreat. I'm not going to retreat all the way because that'll give me the option to castle once I get my queen out of the way. And then I have the option to castle king side or queen side. So I can throw a wrench in my opponent's plans. They'll be like, everything looks good. And then boom, I hit him with the old razzle dazzle castle. Let's see. Trying to attack my pawn structure from the back. Nah, you can take it. I don't want to be bothered. I'm gonna go queen. Start with that check. So I have my pawn on d5, so that protects against them going to the c6 square with anything really. So I think that's pretty good. Yeah, it was a little frustrating to have everything break all at once, but I mean, sometimes life just throws you these curveballs, and you have to catch it, you know, or you get a bat and you hit it right back. Or you wait for the fastball that is right in the right spot and you crush that one out of the park. But life. It's just life, you know. Where's the shrugging emoji? There should be a shrugging emoji, right? Where I want to shrug. Yeah. That one? That one? I think that one. Yeah, that's the perfect emoji. Okay. We're going to... I don't want to do it. If I go knight to c5 and there's a knight landmine, I automatically lose my queen. So I'm not feeling that. So yeah, we'll just trade queens. I think that's the best move there. All right, now we'll do it. I was so sure there was going to be a knight landmine there. Knowing what I know now, I might have done knight first. Oh. Okay. Ah! Knight landmine, nice. Good move, good move. You know, they knew. They were like, yeah, just come here. Take this pawn. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Okay, let's see. Yeah, all right, I'm going to attack. I'm going to take that and see what happens next. I think there's a delay this time, like almost a 2-minute delay on my stream. So it happens. Let's see. I'm gonna go here. At least my opponent doesn't have their queen, and I lost my queen. It was a trade, so I feel pretty confident that I can still come back from a knight deficit. It's not too bad. Yeah. I know now, though, that A7 is safe for any pieces I put there, because it did have a knight landmine, but you can only have one landmine per square. So I know A7 won't be a threat if I decide to put any pieces on there, because I am considering just pushing my pawn on the A file all the way up. I think that's a pretty good strat. All right, we're going to do that. Threaten the knight. See if we can get that knight out of there. Interesting. I don't know why they did that, but I don't like it. It's along slowly. I'm working on so you asked, how is the development? Is it increasing now? It's moving along slowly. I'm working on version 2.0 right now, but it has a lot of stuff. Has a lot I'm adding. including a lobby. So it's slow moving, but I'll get there. All right, we're going to go over here. Good thing there's no bishop landmine. There was a chance there would be. Yeah. I post my updates on... Yeah, so I post the updates of what I worked on every week on Reddit. So I'll put the link in the chat. Yeah, so I put the link in the chat for Reddit. I mean, it's not a link. It's just some text that you can copy and paste. And if you put it into a URL bar in a browser, it will take you to the place where I post the updates. So have fun doing that. I like having my bishop on this side. My opponent's weaker side is the like the A file, the B file, the C file, that side. So I'm putting my bishop there. It just kind of restricts. I'm going to try to restrict rook movement. That's the goal, but I know that they do have knight to E5 if I decide to go to F7. So I'm going to have to block that off first. No, come on. We're not going to let you in there. We're not going to let you get in there. No way. No way. Get out of there. Don't even try to break through this. Threaten that rook. Get that rook out of here. Yeah, that rook on G8. I'm going to threaten it. Get them to move it. And then I do have a really nice E6 position after that for my bishop. That pawn then on F5 is basically a sitting duck. And they have to deal with the check. I really hope, though, there isn't a bishop landmine. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Normal check. No bishop landmine. Boom. Well, opposite of boom. A boom would be like, and then the bishop landmine is gone. It'll make that kissy sound too. Go. More of a pop, right? Is that the way? Is that why they call soda pop? Because when you pop the top, it goes. My sound effects guy is not working today. I'm the sound effects guy. I'm just mentally checked out. Okay. Yeah, I think so. I think it's great to add the lobby because the lobby gives me a lot of things I can do. Like I can add additional game modes. I can add friends list, you know. Right now the game is just play with someone if you give them a code, but I think the lobby will make things a little bit better. Check again. Gives me... Yep. We're slowly pushing against our opponent. Okay, let's do it. Pawn push is the strongest push. What push is stronger than a pawn push? Can you name one push? Like Naruto Almighty push? That's pretty strong. Interesting. Okay. My opponent, I think they're trying to break my defense, but they're giving up some strong pieces to do it. They were up a knight though, so... But now I'm up a knight. They have 6 pawns and I only have 4. Or I have 5, rather. So... I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna protect that pawn. Yeah, I think if I just keep protecting my pieces, I'll do pretty good. Pretty well. That's the goal. Just protect the pieces. I have a plan. I want them to take the knight with their bishop, so it opens up my rook, but I did have a plan too to go d6 with my knight, and then come in when they take back, or if they take back excuse me, with the bishop from f4 to d6, and then I could have brought the bishop back to e5 and attacked both rooks. That was an idea. So let's push it. Thank you. I hope it goes smoothly too. It's going, but it takes a lot of time. I have to do a change and test. Do a change, test. One day. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. It's do a change, test, do a change, test. I think my chat broke. It broke on one spot. Oh no. Okay, I see. I can't minimize that program because if I do, the game goes away, and I don't want the game to go away. Okay. Whew. I thought there was a landmine again. Takes a bit of time. And making changes to the normal gameplay. To the like choosing when you check for a trap when promoting a pawn. Pawn. You can check before or after with new code. Before or after promotion, I should say. With new work. And then I just have to make sure there's no typos, because I know the person I'm typing to is translating, and I want them to be able to understand and see everything correctly. Okay, what's next? I'm gonna go here. That seems crazy, but I have an idea. I have an idea for it, so I'm gonna basically bring my rook over. What? You don't like my bishop? Why don't you like my bishop? Only one landmine so far, and it was a knight. Interesting game. Go this rook. That rook's better. Cool. Another check. It's 2 pawns. 2 pawns for the price of 1. Every time I make a move with a powerful piece to the other side, my heart skips a beat, and I'm like, this is the one that's going to be a landmine. Oh, bishop landmine. Nice. Very nice. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Pawn landmine right after? Oh man, you're killing me. That's okay. We'll block it, attack that pawn. It's very early Just wonder. Okay, let's... It feels like they're like setting me up to attack that. We'll take it. I hope I can get a pawn across. I'll try. Whenever I have my mug and it gets condensation on the bottom, it sticks to the coaster. So I'll pick it up and then the coaster falls off. And I haven't learned my lesson yet. I should stop having cold water. That's the lesson here. Attack that rook. I'm up a whole bishop, so it's pretty good. I'm thinking, I mean, if I just keep that bishop on that line, neither of those pawns can make it through. So I think I'll do that. Yeah, and I can start moving my king over. Do that. Let's bring the king in. I think that's the right thing to do. Oh. My opponent was like, nuh-uh. Interesting. They traded the rook for the bishop. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, I don't know why they did that, but that's okay. We'll go for the checkmate. I like that I have... So, normally having pawns doubled up isn't the best, because pawns doubled up can't protect each other. The one in the front has to move before the one behind it can move. But with trap chess, you can have the first pawn hit a trap, and then if there aren't any more, the second one can run and get the promotion. So I hope that it works. But at this point, it looks like I can checkmate. I just have to be wary that of traps. So if I lose... Oh. Yep, there was no stopping it. Yeah, and the rook landmines weren't close. Good game. Thank you for playing. Good game. All right, let's do another code and throw it in the chat. 7FQJJ. Boom. And I'll join. And I only get one. Uno. Cool. And what move did I do? I think I did that as my opening move. We'll just do that again. I said, I'll keep doing me best. That's like pirate talk, right? Keep doing me best. Arr. You know, I think my dog might be part pirate because, like, when we played tug of war, she goes, arr. And it makes me think, just maybe, like the DNA test missed the pirate in her. It said, like, chow chow, golden retriever, German shepherd, but nothing about pirate was there. So I think that DNA test was wrong. Because I definitely hear her go, arr, all the time. I'm stereotyping pirates, I think. I've watched One Piece and I don't think they do that. Which makes me sad. You would think it would happen at least once, but we'll protect and also open up so I can go b2 with my bishop and get that whole line. I see my opponent is focusing on the light colored squares with their pawns. So having a dark color or dark colored square bishop coming out means it can zigzag through those pawns and get through that defense. But it's funny, I'm just going to put it on the side where it goes to the opposite side of the board where, you know, they haven't even moved any pawns. It's because I'm not that good. Don't tell anyone I'm playing that I'm not that good, because then they'll win. If they think I'm good at chess, they don't stand a chance. That's how it works. It's just a mind game, you know. I've just been playing mind games this whole time. Yeah. So I'm protecting my pawn on c4 in case they take it. Yep. And they did. You would think there would be a bomb on c4 because it's, you know, c4, but there wasn't. All right. Line up that bishop. Aim at the weak pawn on the board. The f7 square is the weakest square on the board for white because it's the side, it's king side where the queen isn't. If the queen was there, it could protect, but there is no queen there. So, okie doke. Set up the bishop. We'll get those two diagonals going. Looks beautiful. Cool, no problem. And then do that. We'll do a little bit of a trap there. Yeah. They saw through it. Okay, let's push. Household does. All right. Ah! Pawn landmine. Nice play. Nice. There goes my pawn. It's okay. I have other attacks I can launch. I'm considering something interesting. Yeah, right now my opponent can't block by going e6 with their pawn because I have b2 to f6, which is a fork on the queen and the rook. So, but I was considering like bringing my queen over to b3 once I move that pawn out of the way. It's a possibility. Right now that knight is technically pinned, so yeah. So, all right, we're just gonna keep on keeping on, like they say in that that song from season 2 of Peacemaker, the title track. I think it's called. It's by a band called Foxy Shazam. I think that's the name of the band. Bring that knight in. You don't like hot weather either because it feels like being roasted in an oven? Oh. I mean, I guess the earth is just the biggest oven, right? Okay. Let's bring that rook in. We'll protect the knight when we bring it out. Then having a rook there will be pretty strong. I think they're like just trying to set up to castle here, but I can still kind of push through. Yeah. Yeah, the Earth is one big oven in summer. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's cool. You live in the mountains, so you're used to cool weather. Do you live... Excuse me. Do you live in like higher elevation in the mountains, or do you live like in a valley around the mountains? Online, I've seen some pretty cool like homes. Hello. I think there's a delay of about 1.5 minutes on stream. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Mick M and Knicks are knacking. The Knicks did really well this year. Some would say they did the best they could possibly do, actually. I would be one of those people that says that. Okay. It's a hungry world. Eat you alive. Let's do that. We're going to open up some of our possibilities for attacks. Cool. Cool. Do you go hiking or no, because every walk is a hike? Oh, see. They don't want to mess anymore with that that bishop. Okay. I see, I see. All right. Okay. I'll retreat. You got me. You got me. I'll get out of your way. But just know I will be in your way again because the board is finite and there's no way for me not to get in your way on an 8x8 grid. You know, so, but I'll get out of your way for right now. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I think that's a pretty good move for now. The pawn on e7 is pinned. It can't take back if I take the knight. So so I plan on going bishop b2 to f6, take the knight. The pinned pawn can't do anything, but I really hope there's not a landmine. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Cool, no landmine. Nice, nice. I'm pretty sure I'm always going to hit a landmine. Like, I'm like, this move is going to be landmine. So when it isn't, it's a pleasant surprise for me. It's like finding an extra fry in a bag of fries. It's a pleasant surprise, you know? Like, you finish them all and then you see one, and you see one bagler. I think that's the proper term. One bagler, and you go, okay, let me get at that. It's pleasant. Or you buy something and it says, like, for food, it's like, oh yeah, it comes with 8 and they give you 9, and you're like, can't believe it, you know? Those are the days you write in your journal and you go, today was the best day ever. And then you read it years later and you go, that's correct. It was the best day ever. I remember that chicken nugget or that fry. Okay. See? I think they learned they couldn't take back, so I think I need to do that. Okay, we're going to do this. Thought I'd hit a landmine again. Hmm. Oh, see? It's a good move they made. Good move. That hurts. I made a mistake. Good move. That was a mistake by me. But, mistakes happen. What are you going to do, right? Let me think. Is there a way I can get out of this predicament? I don't think there is. Because that pawn there is a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. See, I'm talking too much and not playing as much as I should be. It's okay. Well, let's come back in. We're going to give up the rook. We don't really need it. We'll give it up. Give it up. Still mountain running. If you go mountain running every week, that's pretty cool. You must have like really strong calves. Not like calves like the animal, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Okay. I think we're ready to start attacking. All right, we're going to start with this. Attack their queen. They have to address it. Then, when they address that, my queen comes in if they take back. And now we're one square away from checkmate the moment their queen moves. So we'll keep applying pressure to try to get their queen to move or do something else. That's a great way to stay in shape too, mountain running. I've never run away from a mountain though, because they're not very fast, you know? Like my refrigerator's running and I don't have to worry about that either because it doesn't move very fast. If it chases me, I can get away. But mountains, they're even slower than refrigerators. Yeah. Okay. See? The goal is just to get close and keep attacking. We're going to just keep attacking. Oh, yeah. Trying to protect that king, eh? Tactics. So, I'll tell you what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking bishop goes to e7. Check. They take back with the queen. I take. Yeah, because that would be a pin on my king. Never mind. I was like, ooh, queen c8, but that doesn't work. So then now I'm thinking bishop h6 for the check and get them away from the rook. But they can come back with their bishop if they want and protect. But if they do that, I have rook to g6, which is a great move because that threatens checkmate if they take my bishop with their bishop. So let's do that. Yeah, giving up the rook was pretty good. Excuse me. What kind of animals? What kind of animals do you see? Is it harder to run because of the elevation? Ah, see? They had to give it up. So I'm looking. I mean, I could just go rook, but then their king can escape, and I don't want it to escape, so. Oh. Oh, that landmine. That was rough. That was rough. That was so rough. Oof. That one hurt. That one hurts. Even though I only lost a bishop to the landmine, it opened up an X-ray attack from the rook, and then I lost my rook. If I did rook first, I would have been fine, but the goal was to have my opponent take the bishop back with their rook, bring my rook in, and then there's no escaping checkmate, you know? But sometimes things don't go the way you want them to. Oh boy. Let's see. Well, let's do this then. At least we can take the rook back. I know that square is safe now because I already lost a bishop there. So, at least I can recover the rook, right? Yep. I have to give up my hold because I only have a couple pieces and I have to collect some stuff back or I'm in trouble. Oh, man. That landmine was killer. That was killer. All right. I mean, not doing too well right now. Let's take the pawn. I have to use my queen. My queen is my weapon of choice. I don't really have a choice here. I have to save it. Where are we going to save it? Go for the check. Go for the check. Oof. Those two landmines I hit were doozies, man. Big swings on the landmines today. Big swings. That's good, though. Maybe this will be the first game I lose. That'd be awesome. You often run into monkeys because there are many local plantations, which is scary since you're usually alone. And the altitude makes the hike really draining. Interesting. What kind of monkeys? Monkeys. Do they normally leave you alone? I've only seen monkeys in person a couple times. A handful of times in my life. I don't really see any good combinations right now. A lot of what I do is going to be dependent on what my opponent does. My king is just kind of sitting in the middle. I have to be really aggressive to stand a chance here. But I don't think I have the aggressive bone in my body. I don't think I have it. I don't have it in me. I'm not very aggressive. All right, I'll have to be very chill then. And then my opponent won't even see it coming. I'm like, oh, he's being so chill. I must be safe. And then bam, that's the goal. Oh, wow. So the monkeys throw tree branches at you and they travel in groups. Oh, wow. Trying to protect their home. Sounds like they're either, if the monkeys are throwing tree branches at you, maybe they're trying to branch out and meet new people. They're trying to meet you, or they're trying to protect their home. It's either aggressive or nice. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. Okay, we're back here. Go check. Cool. No landmine. Nice. Ooh. I'm so certain I'm gonna hit a landmine, and I don't, and it's freeing to know I didn't, but it makes you makes me feel a little anxious. Okay. Oh, wow. Let's go here. I don't really have a lot of good options. So the locals get pelted by them too? Wow. Do the monkeys come into town? Yeah, if the monkeys come into town, are they just like walking into town with tree branches? Being like, look out. And there's like that one monkey that like everyone's got their tree branch, and that one monkey like didn't get the memo, and he just looks sad because he doesn't have a branch and everyone else has a branch. Does that happen? Then one monkey will like snap and give him a branch, and then that's how they become friends. Feels like a story, you know, like we can write a novel about these monkeys. I like where this is going. I have so many monkey questions. This is hard. I don't know if I can win this one. Yeah, I don't think I can win this one, but I'll try. Check. That's all I can do is just keep checking. We're gonna check until we wreck. Let's see. I think let's do that. We'll just bring a pawn into the action. Okay, good. They don't wander onto the main road. That's good the monkeys don't wander onto the main road, but like still they're walking around with weapons, throwing them at locals. It's not very nice. Another one. Another one. Oh, man. There goes another pawn. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep attacking. I watched a documentary on how monkeys and other animals adapt to city life. Incredibly smart. Yeah, they're incredibly smart. Like, they were adapting to city life. They were finding out how to scavenge for food properly, and how to basically survive. And I thought it was so cool. My opponent's really taking their time here. Yeah, it's frustrating that that I've lost so many to traps, but that's part of the game. It's the reason I like it, you know? It balances it. So let's see. They're really taking their time on their moves. So maybe I can time them out. If I get them to get the clock to run down to 0 from 12 hours. I think I can time them out. Yeah, like, it shouldn't be hard, right? I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna start giving up pieces. I want to start a new game, so. Yep. I'm going to try to kill my pieces to go for a stalemate, because there's no way I can win. I'm having fun, but... I'm going to try to kill all my pieces and then go for a tie. I don't know if my opponent knows how to checkmate me here, so it's my best option, unfortunately. Because I don't really have much else I can do in this situation, you know? I lost too many powerful pieces to traps. I probably shouldn't have given up my queen as quickly as I did. I should have saved that one to force a stalemate, but... Let's see. Do that. Maybe we can get the 50 move roll. Try that. Do that. Yeah, do you see any other animals when you hike? Let's see. Let's see. I think they got it. Good game. Good game. Oh, man. My queen was dancing around those queen landmines. I was going to lose it eventually. Good game. All right. You've pushed me to 2 landmines. 2. Good job. Really good game. Well played. I'm going to put another code in the chat. And let's go. So I'm going to take 2 landmines this time. Look at that. Look at that. Here we go. All right, we're going to try... We'll just start with that. Great game. That was great. I think that's the first one I lost on stream. Maybe second. I think I lost one like the first week or the second week. So, if I win, should I go back down to 1? All right, I'll stay at 2. I think. I don't know. I'll let chat decide. We'll let chat decide. I don't know. Let's take the center. No more messing around. As you can see, I'm a very, very serious goose. Block that pawn going up so it can't push around my knights. Okay. I got some landmines hidden. Oh, wild boars can be dangerous. There's an app I have. It's a bird watching app. Tracks. You can use it like a Pokédex. Yeah, I think it's called Cornell Birdwatcher. I have that app. It's pretty cool. You can use it like a Pokedex. All right, we'll put some extra protection there. We'll just play a game of pawns at this point. Play around with our pawns. Oh, okay. We're gonna do that. We're gonna have a wall. That's okay. Okay. Let's bring our knight to the other side of the board. Why not? It's not gonna do much over here. I'll just ignore all that stuff going on and shift all my forces to the right side of the board. Because there's nothing to really be concerned about right now that I can see. I mean, I could be wrong, but oh, excuse me. We'll take. Don't really have much of a choice. I could have pushed, but nah. Okay. Do that. We'll target that pawn. If they check me, I have my knight. I can move to the middle. So. Oh. So the wild boars sneak in at your father's farm to steal food? That's interesting. All right, we're just going to block that with our knight. We're going to bring both of our knights together. We're going to attack that queen. Try to get the queen out of there. I see. How do you protect against them? Do they get aggressive for food? This is gonna be fun. What I'm planning is gonna be fun. I think it's fun. We'll see what happens. I'm just gonna keep pushing. I blocked my bishop in, but that's okay. I have a plan. Oh. Activate plan. Attack! Attack! Let's see. Interesting. Okay. We'll push. That knight on d7 is preventing me from going knight e5 the way I want it to. I mean, it would be an even trade, but I'd rather use the bishop and then move my knight to g5. Oh, interesting. Okay. I think... Okay, I'm going to take the pawn. I have to be a little careful. I don't want a repeat of last time. We'll do that so I can still castle. I plan on castling this game. Oh. Castle! That'll get us out of danger, because I see my opponent is looking to do something there with that knight. They're positioning it for something. I mean... I can do that. Yeah, they can't fork me because of my other knight, so... Ah, lame. Lame! We'll pull back. I left myself a safe spot for my bishop, so we'll pull back. I see. There's a restaurant near me that sells... well, I don't think they sell boar anymore, but they used to, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's start attacking again. We're gonna launch some strong attacks here. I think I'll put my bishop on e6. I think that's a good move. I see. I think chicken and beef are high. Top two, chicken being the most consumed. I think chicken is the most consumed in my country, but I'm not really sure. Oh, see? They're definitely listening to the stream because they did that. Maybe they're not listening to it, but... Alright. We're going to take. I just want to take it. Get it out of the way. Okay, now we'll do... Let's start breaking through. Like, I'm pretty solid on my defense right now, so I'm gonna start attacking and break through. See, you know, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. That's basically giving me your knight. So we'll just go ahead and block. And the knight can't go anywhere, so we'll corner it. Yeah, that knight is pretty much toast because it's on a square where it can't really get away. I was okay with that pawn being taken because it limited its movement. So it's pretty stuck now. Yeah, I get it. That makes sense. Yeah. It's haram or forbidden. Yeah. That makes sense. Pork. Is pork seen as dirty? Why it's forbidden? Because I think that's... Alright. We'll take. And that'll open up a check. Let's do this. We'll bring in another rook. 2 rooks is twice as much fun. That's totally a pin, so. Yeah, makes sense. All right, let's bring the knight in. I think I see some forks and things I can do. Oh, that was a mistake. Unless you have a landmine. If you have a landmine, great move. But if you don't, that's a mistake. Mistake. Yeah, I'm taking that rook. Take that bishop. Go for checkmate. Good game. Good game. Good game. Now let's see. The rook landmines were... Okay. I was pretty safe. I wasn't going to go anywhere near them. Cool. All right. Let's play another one. Should I drop down to 1 or stay at 2? We'll stay at 2. All right. I'm going to put the new code in the chat. Oh, it's all numbers this time. That's rare. All right, we'll go to all the way down to 2. Here, but when you have good pork, it's pretty tasty. I understand dogs. I understand not having dogs. That makes sense because it's. I traveled and I went to another country and there were like wild street dogs and their eyes are different, their mannerisms are different. I'm like, okay, I see why people are afraid of dogs. Like they just seem wild. They seem like wolves, more so than like the cuddly dogs, the friendly dogs I know. All right, so. Street dogs. Yeah, I totally get that. All right, let's just bring out the knight. Why not? Let's see. This will probably be my last game. I have errands to run. So. Other knight is coming out. Okie doke. Understandable. That's a wonderful life for the wild boar then. Yeah, it's a good life for wild boar. If you're in a country where people won't hunt you and you just get to be wild and roam around, it's a pretty good life. Okay. I thought there'd be a landmine, but there wasn't. At that point, I was like, let's just take. Let's just free up the middle. If they take back, I have the free pawn on e5. Assuming they don't have a landmine. I think the pawn could be a trap, but live and learn, right? Let's go for it. Whew, not a trap. Nice. Now that's a very, very well positioned knight. The only move they have with pawns to push it back is f6. F6 opens up the king on the diagonal, so it's not the best move to push it back. Yeah. And then that knight is hitting all those light colored squares, so if I check in any way, anything that defends with it will be in trouble. So let's see if I can punish here. Let's see. No, I don't think I can. I don't want to give up the knight just yet, because I could go check, defend, defend. Everything you have is, everything my opponent has is like good defense right now. So I can't do much there. So let's put the knights together. We'll do that. I don't want to close the diagonal for the queen. I'm okay closing it for the bishop. Yep. Do that. I love my knights. Knight's my favorite piece. I'm gonna keep it safe. Yeah. Yeah, it is a good idea. You bring in some hungry Americans, it'll take care of that wild boar problem. I mean, okay. Let's see. I have to protect it. I was thinking putting my queen. But I think we'll do the pawn. We'll block my queen in. I'll bring her out on the other side. I think that'll be fine. I essentially think castling would be the best move right now. Like, it'll just get me out of there. I think that's a pretty good idea. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just block that off. My opponent had the option to go pawn to f5 and apply extra force on that knight, but they didn't. They missed it. So I'll just block off that for now. I have g3 as a good retreat square with my knight. Let's see. Okay. I'm thinking. There's a lot of moves I could make here. Let's do that. If they take, I'll take back. I don't think I want to castle on king's side anymore. There's a lot of activity on that side. The other side is much weaker. Seems like a better idea for castling. So I'll push that pawn. try to break that formation a little bit. Yeah, this will be my last game. Okay, go do that. I'm going to start bringing some stuff out. What? You moved out of the pin? Why would you do that? I like that pin. How dare you? Okay. Just check you. Just check you. Give the knight a little bit of extra protection. I think that's a good thing to do. It was surprising to me that they ran with the king like that. The other is 2 years old. The puppy is... Yeah, I have some pets. Got lots of pets. Is this part of the plan? They were just planning on running there anyway? Okay. Well, we'll take that pawn. It protects the knight a little bit more. Very interesting game so far. Things are being done in very unusual ways. Okay. We'll take. I know that knights are safe there because I had a knight there. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I could probably bring I think that's a blunder, man. Yeah, that's totally a blunder. I'll take it. And that frees up my bishop now. So I can use that, which is nice. I wanted to use that. I'm thinking of just throwing things at that formation until I break it. So let's do that. We'll start just doing some checks until I can break that formation. All right, we're going to do a double check. Thank you. Yeah, my cat is 17 years old. She actually turned 17 yesterday. 7. Yeah, I love my cat. Her name is Muggsy. is a tortoiseshell munchkin. All right, we'll retreat. I'm not playing around with the landmines this game. He's a tabby. German Shepherd. Yeah, so, okay. I'm gonna... You know what I'm missing? I'm missing diagonal movement. So we'll just do that. I just want to break through. Okay. We have broken through. That's all I wanted. Check. Here comes the rook. Have any wisdom to share with Muggsy? Good game. Checkmate. Oh, see? I knew that bishop was too good to be true. Do you see this? That bishop on c6 was a trap for my queen. They were like, please take the bishop. And I didn't. I was like, no way. That's a trick. And it was a trick. That was my last game. Yeah, that's that. You know what? Maybe one more. No, I can't. That was my last game. Ah, what the heck? One more. Okay. This is the last game. And I'll go all the way down to 2. Confirm. And I'll go there. Why not? Just bring the knight out fast. Huh. Yeah, I think she turned 17 yesterday. She's very sweet. All she does is she follows me around and sits on my lap whenever I sit. So she's a wonderful cat. I love her. Maybe that was my last game. Yeah. Yeah, there are good moments to being an adult. I like being an adult. Sometimes I don't feel like an adult. Like, a problem will happen, and I'm like, how does anyone deal with this problem? And then I realize, like, you know, and then I feel like it's difficult to deal with, and then I'm like, oh man. Then in those instances, I feel a little helpless, which I guess makes me feel less like an adult. That makes sense. Yeah, but because every problem that comes my way, I have to deal with it, you know. I noticed one of the things I noticed I noticed about being an adult is that people don't ask how you are often. They mostly talk about how they are. And I wish more people would just be like, how are you? And actually like say it with and mean it. I think it makes me a little sad that as an adult, I think about the times when like I see people that aren't good and I ask them how they're doing, and you know, they'll unload and then they'll tell me, and having someone listen makes them feel better. A lot of people like to have someone to listen, but then it comes down to like reciprocating that, and the same person won't ask how you are, and it's a little frustrating, but what are you going to do? You know, that's part of being an adult, I've learned. So, yeah, I'm going to block that diagonal by just putting that extra pawn there. Yeah. Your life is just beginning. New chapter. Yeah, your life is just beginning a new chapter. You're only 20 years old. There's a lot you can do. If you have a dream, start today. Okay. I've learned that people don't know what they don't know. And fulfilling your dream can be harder than you think, because there's more to learn than you know. Yeah, so like people don't know what they don't know. And you only learn, like I learn by doing. So it's you have to, if you have a dream or something you want to do with your life, like a bucket list item, start today. Because 10 years will go by and you'll be like, what was I doing? You know? That's just like how life is, you know? It's just, time will go by and then you're suddenly like, whoa, what happened? All this time is gone. I'm not that much more experienced. Life will, yeah. Time disappears fast. All right, we're gonna try it. Good game. Good game. Good game. That was fast. Focus on what makes you happy. If you have a dream you want to fulfill in your life, start today. Future you is your best friend. Take care of future you. Future you will sing praises. How awesome. It's a long message, but thanks for playing. Yeah, that was my last game. Thanks for playing and chatting with me. Remember, if you go to trapchess.com, you can download Trap Chess and play with a friend. All you do is generate a code, send it to them, they enter the code, and you're playing. You choose how many landmines you want, and it auto hides them on your half of the board. This is just a way for people to try it until the board game comes out. But thank you, everyone, for watching, and I hope you have a great night. And special shout out to Renazmi. Renazmi, thank you again for coming. I know it's early where you are, so it means a lot that you spend this time with me while I'm playing chess. It really does. So, thank you again for joining. It means I It's early. Oh. Have a great night. Bye.